I love the Power Club.
Come with me if you want to live.
I love the Power Club.
No time for time travel.
Welcome to the No Time for Time Travel podcast, where we are a podcast for nerds by nerds. My name is Tony. I'm blah blah. My name is Tony, and I'm one of your co-hosts. And joining me this week is my good friend Quoc, because I have lamb on my notes for some reason, but this is Quoc from Canada. We're a podcast where you, the listener, suggest a topic for us to discuss as a topic of the episode. This week's suggestion comes from Podcast Rage, which is the Monster Closet podcast. So thanks for supporting us and sending in a suggestion. So their suggestion is, what are the top 3 best video games that were adapted from a movie? But first, how are you doing?
I guess it's okay. I'm surviving.
It's okay, like your internet?
No. I mean, like my life.
I meant your life to your internet. Actually, yeah.
Oh, no. No, it's just been a super busy past few weeks. So I think I told you, right? Like, I've been having, since I have like 2 freelance gigs, and the deadline overlaps. So it's like, oh, yeah, I have a deadline Friday. This one's also due Friday. And so I'm like, I finished one. And I was like, oh, I time for a break. But then I realized I can't because I have to finish the other one.
See, so I know you had deadlines. You were talking about that, but I didn't know you had 2 projects. Like, I didn't know you were working on projects like that. So,
Oh, yeah. Because at first I only took one job because, like, remote. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, 1 month. And then I was hoping to just, like, take another gig doing in-house or on-site, and then work the other one on the side. But then they both end up being like freelance and doing remote work. So I'm like, and so now I have 2 remote work, and now I'm just really tired.
Oh, so it's like you do one thing, then you take a break, and then your break you do the other.
I don't have a break. My break is when I get really tired and I fall asleep.
Oh, that's all I'm saying, is like your break is working on the other project.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. It's hard.
That is crazy.
I don't know how people do it.
Well, you are doing it, so how did you do it?
I'm not succeeding in it. I'm struggling.
well, you don't know if you're succeeding because it's through the assessment of the final project, right?
I guess so. We'll see if they even want me back after this. But that's been busy. I think that's why, like, last week I was like hitting a deadline, and I was like, oh crap, am I recording this week? And then you messaged me, it's like, oh, I'm recording now. And I'm like, oh good, it's not me this week. Because I would have been dead.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, like, if you can't record, just let me know. It's fine. And then, like, we could just, like, have a week skipped or something like that. I'm sure, like, the listeners will understand. Right, listeners? Right? Right?
They all say no, and so it's quiet.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Is it raining or anything? I heard rain on Facebook status.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that's at like near home, but I'm like at work.
Oh,
so in the city I work at, there's no rain. But back home, like 100 miles away from here, it could be raining. I think someone said like, oh yeah, rain in August. This is the best August or something like that.
Yeah, I had something like that. But what's wrong?
Wait, is this like the same person that we saw the
probably.
Facebook status?
Yeah, probably.
Huh.
It's yours.
It's not mine. I would.
I know.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Cool. Well, and then you're like looking for other gigs after that?
Yeah. Constantly looking for jobs. So, how was the escape room thing yesterday?
Oh, yeah. To listeners who don't know, so I am a member of the Magic Castle. What the Magic Castle? It's the private club for magicians.
I said, you're a wizard.
No.
Hey, you're a magician. Same thing, man. Whatever.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so they did this thing where they made an escape room that was only available for 3 days, 3 evenings. It was yesterday, today, and tomorrow, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And supposedly they spent like 2 years working on it. And it's only for these 3 days. That's super exclusive to the members and their guests. And after that, it's gone. They just get rid of everything. So that was very surprising. Because then when we did the room, we came in with like such low expectations. Because like we were like, okay, it's done in-house by a company that has no experience in escape rooms. So we're like, maybe it's just like a bunch of like paper puzzles. But when we went in and did the room, it was like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. It was like so good. Like, so like compared to like, one of the best rooms we've done in San Diego, it felt like that, but larger. So,
wow.
It was really good. And then it had like good incorporation of magic in it. I mean, remember you did our room, right? Like the one I co-own? Yeah, so that theme is also magic. This one had a little bit more of the feeling of magic because you are actually at the Magic Castle, and they they actually took one of their stage rooms and completely like redesigned it so that it would have the escape room in it. So it was just straight up like, yeah, you are really at the Magic Castle doing an escape room.
So saying theirs is better than yours.
Oh yeah. So the puzzles in the one I own and the puzzles that the Magic Castle did are different types. So it's still different. You can't really compare them. So it was just very well made for like a large group of people. There were many things to do. That's all I could say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it pretty? How big was each group?
8 people.
So was it you guys and then 3-4 other random people?
Yeah. So it was 4 of us and then 4 other people. So it was cool. It was kind of interesting because it was 4 of us, 4 other people, and then they had like the game masters in the room with us. But it kind of didn't really like break the immersion or anything. It was still good. The game masters were inside with you? Yeah, but then they were characters, so it was still good. Like still like part of the game.
Did you guys enjoy that factor?
We didn't really have any discussion about that part. I don't think we really cared because we were so impressed with the game itself. Like, I think all of us came in thinking that it was going to be, like, not too great. Like, it was going to be, like, a meh. But then, like, we came out, like, oh my gosh, that was so well done. And then I think, like Hung was saying, like, oh my gosh, you guys spent 2 years and it's just for 3 days? And, you know, I agree. They only have 3 days of, like actually playing this, like, having people play this. Like, all that work just for 3 days.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah. Wow, that was good.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I also want to tell you on Friday, several of us went to a Hans Zimmer concert.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. How was it?
It was really good. Yeah, it was really, really good. It was like basically Hans Zimmer. All his music is like super like crazy, epic movie music. So it was really cool to see it live though. And then like they had like so many like light effects on stage, and there were like a lot of strobe lights, and it was the point where I'm like, isn't anyone gonna get like seizures or something from this? It was really crazy. So yeah, but it was crazy too because it was in LA at the USC Shrine Auditorium, and we left from Orange County at like 6 p.m. And then we got to the shrine at 7:30, but you know, like, well, first of all, 6 to 7:30 is already long because of traffic. And then we circled around trying to find parking, and we didn't park till after 9 p.m.
Holy moly! Yeah,
the show starts at 8, so when we got in like 5 minutes before intermission started. Like, what the hell?
Wow.
Yeah, because like while we were like driving around, right? They were like, okay, the main lot is empty. Is full. And then like follow this path to go to the second lot. And then by the time we got to the second lot, they closed the entrance, and they're like, this lot's full too. So now go to this other lot. And I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Was that public parking or was that like at the stadium?
It was event parking. So they had the main parking at the stadium, which was full, and then they had a overflow second parking lot, which then was also full. So then I ended up having to go to the third lot, which is a backup lot, which is actually the student parking lot at USC.
Oh.
Yeah. So
should have just went there in the beginning since you were a student.
Oh, no. This is the main campus. I was the student at the health campus. They're like 20 miles away from each other.
Jeez.
Yeah.
20 miles?
Yeah. Far away.
That's really far.
They're not even in the same city. So.
That's crazy. So you guys only were there for like an hour then? Out of 2 hours?
No, it ended like closer to 11, like 10:30, 11. I think 11. I think it ended at 11. And it was good. It was like, they had like a lot of like famous people who play instruments, and like the woman who like her name is Tina Guo. She plays a lot of like cello music, and she was also the main person that played the cello in that Wonder Woman theme. So yeah, pretty crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was so cool to see all of that live. So yeah, I would highly recommend it if you ever see Hans Zimmer in concert. Like if you see the tickets go on sale, if he tours over there or something, like go see it, man. It's so good.
Yeah, no, I was interested in it, but I didn't. I'm right there. I remember Steve was talking about it. I was like, oh my god, I want to go. Yeah.
But, so it was me, Steve, a few other people. Yeah, it was a good event. It was actually funny because our other friend Long John, he went there too, but like not with us. But he bought the tickets to go like with his friends, and just so happened he was there, and we were there too.
Was it you guys sit next to each other?
No way. It was like across the stadium, or not stadium, but across the room.
I was like, no way. We don't want to associate ourselves with them.
No,
I was like, all right.
It was funny because then it was basically 4 of the 5 co-owners of the escape room were there.
Yeah.
So, and then the same 4 of us went to the escape room yesterday at the Magic Castle.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see. You want to move on?
Sure. Let me see if I have any other questions for you.
Oh yeah, sure.
No, I guess I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good for now.
My life is boring.
Well, you already told me the big stuff, so I'm like, all right, well, I'm done with you, Tony.
I do have a list of like my big things that happened this weekend was Magic Castle, Escape Room, and Hans Zimmer. So I just talked about all that.
Okay. Didn't you just finish the scavenger hunt as well?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We both did that.
Well, mostly you, Tony. I was stuck at my deadline, so I saw your everybody's chat. I'm like, I want to do things.
Oh. Yeah, so to the listeners, last week, if you guys listened to our last week episode, I didn't mention this, that both me and Quoc are on the same like team in this scavenger hunt. It's called Gishwes, which stands for the greatest international scavenger hunt the world has ever seen.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. It was created by a guy, an actor on Supernatural. So,
oh, that's cool.
I feel like this is the first time you're hearing about all of this.
Dude, I don't read the description of the website. I just like, scavenger hunt, let's do it, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so he did it initially for charity. But yeah, like this is the last year, and it was a 1-week scavenger, and then both me and Quoc were on that team. And they had like such weird stuff that we had to do. Like, you remember any of them?
Yeah, like one of them was like spice art, where you pretty much take whatever spices you had in your cabinet, and then just make either a comic book cover or a character out of it, designing it. I mean, so it's like, imagine a finger painting, but then with spices. Oh
yeah. It's funny because there was also another one.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that one particularly was just making with spices. There was one where I think, Tony, you did like shadow puppets.
Yes.
With what was it? What was it about, Tony? You could tell.
So it was like we had to make a 14-second video of shadow puppets portraying birth. So, oh man, it was so bad.
It was good, man.
Did you expect the music I used?
Yeah, actually I did. I'm like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna play this thing? And then he did it before I pressed play. I'm like, good.
Oh, you knew? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because I figured like, I wonder if he used that music. The one I forgot what the movie was from. It was like the giant tower with the apes.
Oh, I don't
That's what I
know.
remember.
I don't know about the movie. I just know that that's a stereotypical song of like a slow-mo, like,
Yeah.
you know, a kind of like slow-mo
Yeah.
champion thing. So, and it was called like Chariots of Fire.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So yeah, to listeners.
Yeah.
So what I did was I did shadow puppets, and then in the first part of it, where like the girl is trying to push the baby out, you hear like talking about like, you know, the nurse telling the girl to push, and then she's like making the sounds of pushing, and then like when the baby comes out, then I play that song, which is like it's the Chariots of Fire, I think, or Champions, I don't know. But it's that song where it's like slow mo, and it's like do was it do 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 do.
Oh, okay. It's like like something you would hear from the Olympics.
Yeah, like someone like slow mo crossing the finish line on the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that was fun.
And I remember your comment is like, man, stop motion took a long time. Like, yes, Johnny. That's like 1 minute worth of work, and you did it in an hour. That's pretty good.
What? I spent 3 hours, man.
yeah, that's still pretty good. 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Well, you saw there was a lot of copy and paste. So,
that's fine. It's still a lot of work.
yeah. So the other challenge to listeners is that we had to do a 1 minute stop motion video of Romeo and Juliet's story, but use like socks. So I took my girlfriend's socks because she had colorful socks, and then I took colored Post-its and then cut the facial features and then put them on the sock, and I just did stop motion on that. But yeah. And then for the audio part, I tried to make sure that I added like background noise instead of just their dialogue, so that, you know, it kind of feels like it's a more fleshed out animation, even though it's really not, because it's the sound that kind of like puts you in that mood too. But yeah.
Yeah, I think I asked you, like, did you do all the sound yourself? Because at first, like, wonder if he used his girlfriend's voice for any of these.
No.
And then I was like, I don't think she would.
Nope, she just gave me weird looks the whole time I was doing that. Because, like, I had to do Juliet's voice, Romeo's voice. I had to do Romeo's dad, and then Juliet's mom. And then, like, I had to do... Wait, was that it? I think that was it. Yeah. So it was... So there were only... Okay, so for Juliet's voice, I just spoke in a high voice. I didn't edit that one.
Oh, yeah, no. That one I know.
Yeah. And then Romeo's voice, it was my regular voice, but I took it down to several pitches. And then Romeo's dad, I took it down a lot of pitches. And then Juliet's mom, I increased the pitch. And then it sounded like a freaking fly or something.
That's why, like, I was like, I knew you were editing the audio. I was like, is that him or his voice that he edited? Or is that, like, his girlfriend's voice?
Yeah, it was just...
Because I know that's not her, but I know how much of manipulation you did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, her voice is already high pitched, like the fly, I guess. I guess. Well, actually, she always says her voice sounds like a chipmunk, but I didn't want any of the characters to sound like a chipmunk, so it's like Romeo and Juliet, Alvin the Chipmunks. Yeah. Let's see. Right. But yeah, I think. What else? I mean, did we have anything else from that scavenger that was interesting?
I think one of the girls where she took the couch to the ocean and did couch surfing.
Yeah, so they said...
I heard about it. I saw the picture. I was like, well, that's awesome.
Yeah, so the request was like literal couch surfing. So she took like an old couch that was buoyant, and then like she put it in the ocean and it was surfing on it. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Well, the other thing, remember what Crystal did was she made a wedding dress out of like recycled paper.
Oh, is that what it was? Because then I remember I saw the dress, but I didn't know what it was for, what category it was for. I was like, it looked really good though.
Yeah, it says wedding dress from recycled paper. Yeah, it looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. What else was there? Oh yeah, there was one that says, unicorns are beautiful, magical, gentle creatures. You know better. Prove it to the world. Use any media you'd like, including Photoshop. Did you see what I did with that one?
Yeah. It was your.
It's so funny because what was that?
I said it was your escape room.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. So I used the magician silhouette, and then I put a unicorn head on it. I put it in front of a forest, and then the forest I overlaid it with a psychedelic, colorful rainbow. And then made fire come out of the magician's hand or the unicorn's hands, and then he held cards, and then it says pick a card like a magic trick, and then I put Scorpion from Mortal Kombat on the unicorn's head, spiked through his body, just kind of like
Scorpion.
Yeah,
I was like, what's that figure? I know what the figure was from.
Oh yeah, it was Scorpion. So it's kind of like when you knock someone into the pit in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, but this was on the unicorn's head.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really hope that one gets some good points.
Yeah, I didn't know it was like a point system in a sense. Like what they had on the list was just the max you can get. I thought that was like a flat amount of points you get just for doing it. I'm like, oh okay, that's a weird obscure number you get, like 79, 82. I'm like, oh
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, those are weird.
But it was like maximum. Or like a range, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it's fine, whatever.
That's okay. We'll see how we stand after they get the results in a few weeks.
Yeah, but you guys did a really good job, though.
Yeah, I think everyone like had a lot of good contributions. Like just reviewing everything, it was pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, and sorry to the listeners who follow us on Twitter when I shared that what's it called? The survey about toothbrushing. Yeah. So that was part of this scavenger thing. So it was toothbrushing. What was that?
I said he regrets nothing. He's not sorry at all, guys.
I am sorry, kind of.
As long as we win, you guys contributed to our efforts. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, like I saw some other people that posted it. It was like over like 20,000 like freaking votes for one poll. I'm like, what the heck? I'm barely getting my final vote number was 489, which is like barely over the 400 minimum requirement. So.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
What was the thing about? It's just like make a poll?
Make a poll about like when people brush their teeth, do they start on the same side as their dominant hand or the opposite side? And then create a graph and then say who's the winner and then send it in.
Man, that PowerPoint. You should make a PowerPoint presentation instead of a graph.
A PowerPoint? Like a whole like 20 slide PowerPoint?
Yep.
Oh, too late for that now.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, but I'm like, man, what's that for? There's a lot of social media stuff happening around too.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh my gosh, the other one that I did with Lon, like I was right. So it was like write a 2,000 word essay about how to get pregnant for the 10th time, and I wrote half of it, and then Lon was messaging me and saying, "Hey, did you do this? Because I'm doing this right now." And then I didn't know that she was doing that, so she wrote half as well. So I just sent her mine, and she combined it, and it was like, so it was 2,000 words, but it was like insanely like dumb stuff because like I didn't make it serious, and she wanted to make it serious. So then when she got mine, she was like, "Oh, this doesn't work." And then she changed hers to be not serious. So stuff like, let me see, like I put, tip number 3, diet. Have you ever heard of Scott Pilgrim versus the World? Wait, did you see that movie? I don't.
I did, yeah.
Okay. So there was a character who was superpowered like the Man of Steel because his diet was all vegan. Little does the world know, Scott Pilgrim is based on the true story. Not really, kind of, but yes. It was like stupid stuff like that. Or like, tip number 4. Work out those muscles. Go the route of Arnold. Arnold is a symbol of fertility. So go like Arnold and get to the fertility chopper. Yeah, it was really bad. And the thing to top it off was that this 2,000 word essay that's not it. You actually have to tweet the 2,000 word essays in the 140 character limit that Twitter has. But you tweet all of it.
Wait, what? So 2,000 words summarized into Twitter?
Not summarized. You have to tweet the entire 2,000 words, but each time you tweet, Twitter's limit is 140 characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I
So
didn't.
that's like 20 posts?
No, man. So I created a new account because I couldn't do it on mine. Like I didn't want to like lose followers. So
Yeah.
it took me 89 tweets.
Holy crap.
Yeah, 89 tweets for 2,000 words. It's like, oh my gosh. Took me like a good 2 hours, I think, of like doing it. Because then you have to like guess kind of where the character limit is when you copy and paste.
Oh, right. To make it a whole sentence.
Yeah.
That's why it's 89. Because I'm like, wait, it's 100 and it's 2,000 words. It was 2,000 words or 2,000 characters.
So it's 2,000 words, but the Twitter limit is 140 characters.
Okay, yeah, I was like, wait, 40 characters?
Yeah.
Yeah, that the math is off.
Yeah, man, I hope we get full points for that because we spent too much time on that.
Dude, you guys finished it in like half a day.
Oh, no, I started writing that several days ago, like before the deadline.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
and then Lon did that too.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, good job. That's all I could say. I didn't do much there.
I'm reading
Right.
Lon's part right now. It says, after doing the activity, the women should take a hot shower after the deed. The bees do not survive well in the cold water. You need to help the bees survive to get to the bird. What? Hot water increases the bees' survival rate. This is way more effective than elevating your legs, which is believed to help the bees get to the bird. It's
Oh, God. It's like,
what is going on? I didn't even read this. It's better to help the bird get to the bee. Use jade eggs to encourage the bird to get to the bees. Massage the stomach while
what are we
while
listening
showering.
to?
This is so weird. Oh man.
Sorry, listeners, you had to listen to that. You came for video game or movies information. You get to hear about the birds and the bees.
So let me just tell you how like jarring the difference is between mine and hers, but we combined it. So in the beginning, I started off with like, how many times does it take to get it right? How many times does it take to get it perfect? You know what they say, the 10th time's the charm. Okay, that's not what they say, that's what I say. But I'll be going over 10 tips on how to get pregnant for the 10th time. By the 10th kid, you'll be exhausted, but keep on trying because winners never quit. Okay, so that's how I start, right? With that kind of like tone. And
Yeah.
let me tell you how she ends the entire thing. These are truly the best tips on how to get pregnant for the 10th time. Follow them cautiously. If having only 10 children is your goal, stop immediately to make sure you don't have a 11th or 12th. With these tips, we hope you conceive. Much blessings and peace to you. Oh my gosh, you could totally tell it's like two different people writing this. Oh man.
So good.
I should have just shared this to everyone. This is one of the things that I didn't share to everyone. What the heck?
So good.
Remove. I'm just reading another tip. Remove all sharp objects near the nightstand, and remove everything under the bed. What?
Under the bed?
Yeah. What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so weird.
So good. It's so stupid.
Oh, it's like feng shui. It's like place a specific color egg underneath the mattress, and that color will help with the gender you are requesting. You are attracting the vibration of the universe to give you a child by doing this. And then it says, then do your fun activity like you usually do. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna like have to stop because this is like getting like off topic like crazy.
Yes. It's so good.
Okay.
This is like a podcast for me now as I do work or something.
All right. Well, we'll move on to the nerd news. All right.
Special edition.
Yeah. So SoundCloud. Have you heard of SoundCloud?
Yes, I have.
Have you heard of the stuff that's been happening with them?
I heard like was it bought out or had to close or something?
Yeah, they were laying off a bunch of people, and they were in the phases of closing down, and then they got like a super huge investment. So someone, I forgot which company, they invested in them, and then they just had like the CEO step down, and then they're doing a lot of reshuffling in management. So looks like, they might be coming back. We don't know yet, so we'll see.
Oh,
Let's see. Have you you watched Bad Boys?
the Will Smith one? Yeah.
So there was a Bad Boys 3 that was going to be in the works?
No.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter anymore because now it no longer has a release date.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, that's all. I mean, I was going to say, what do you think about that? But I don't think you have much to think about that.
Doesn't matter now, right?
I guess not. Let's see. Black Cat and Silver Sable. Have you heard of them? Heard of those characters?
Wait, what was that? Blackjack?
Black Cat?
Oh, Black Cat and...
Silver Sable.
No, not Silver Sable. Or, no.
Okay, well, Sony is doing a spin-off movie. That's going to be Black Cat and Silver Sable, like a team-up movie. So Black Cat's going to be spun off from Spider-Man, but is not going to be in the same universe. So, that makes no sense whatsoever.
Jeez.
They're just trying to make money.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm liking the whole superhero franchise movement. It's cool though.
Sony though, I don't like what they're doing because they also did a Venom movie spin-off that was starring Tom Hardy. It's going to be in the works, and it's also not tied to Spider-Man. It's somehow a spin-off, but it's not tied to the Spider-Man movie.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So Venom and Black Cat are going to have their own movies that have no relation to the Spider-Man movie that came out.
Yeah, I'm not... I don't know what to think about that, actually.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of fans that when you hear Venom, it's like, Venom! I want to see what happened. Like me. but it's like, if it's not nowhere related, I don't know how it's going to turn out, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, they casted a really good actor. It's Tom Hardy. So, like... Man, that's a really... I think that's a perfect Eddie Brock casting for Venom. But, yeah. It's like mixed feelings. It's like, oh my gosh, I want to see Tom Hardy as Venom. But then, oh my gosh, it's not even related to Spider-Man. So what is this?
Yeah, it is really about Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like, Spider-Venom? Yeah. So James Cameron, he's going to be revitalizing his Terminator franchise. So
wait, James Cameron did Terminator franchise?
Yeah, he did Terminator 1 and 2.
Huh.
Wait, who did you think made it?
Never knew that, actually.
Wait, who did you think made it?
I didn't know who made it at all.
Oh, okay. Well, today you learned that James Cameron made Terminator.
Yeah. Today's been a educational process for me. First, I learned about the birds and the bees, and now James Cameron and Terminator.
Yes. So he's going to be trying to make another movie, I think, like the next movie. And they just revealed too that Arnold is going to be has a role in it. And they're saying like, yeah, because in the original Terminator, the T-800 model, it has to be based off some kind of human life form to look like that.
Yeah.
So they're talking about like having Arnold possibly play the character that inspires the creation of that robot.
That's kind of cool. But we'll see how it goes, I guess.
Yeah.
Man, Arnold's so old now.
I know. I don't know what's going to happen. So crazy.
I see him in the movies again.
I mean, when I see him in the movie now, I just think of like, oh, he's old and beat up. I mean, like in Expendables, right? Like he's like that. And
oh yeah,
the other movie where he plays as the town sheriff. I don't know if you heard of it, but he plays as just this town sheriff, and he's like fighting back, but he's this old town sheriff. That's traditional.
That's it.
Yeah. Casey Affleck said in an interview that he doesn't think Ben Affleck will return as the Batman in the Batman solo series. That's
The Dark Knight, that series?
No, the new one that Ben Affleck is supposed to be in his own solo movie after Justice League. Yeah, I think we talked about that 2 weeks ago, where Matt Reeves from Planet of the Apes, he's going to be making those movies.
Oh, right. That one. Okay.
Yeah. So now, like, his own brother is saying, like, he doesn't think that Ben Affleck will return. But then we don't even know if, like, Casey Affleck's telling the truth or not. Because he's like, oh, yeah. I just made that up. And he just started laughing. So no one knows.
God.
Like, I feel like the what's it called? The actors, they're just like trolling everyone now.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, wait, are they? What are they doing?
Yeah.
Stop it! Stop playing about emotions.
I know. Speaking of emotions.
No.
No. I'm talking about Sonic Mania. So there's a new video game that's being released today. Actually, today's Tuesday, and it's called Sonic Mania. It's Sonic the Hedgehog, but this is created by a studio in which they were fans and they just made like Sonic games for fun, and then Sega contracted them to make this game.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so far the reviews are amazing. Like, I don't know if you've been following, but the last, I don't know, decade of Sonic games were terrible. So this game came out. It's in the exact same retro style as the 16-bit Sega Master System, or sorry, Sega Genesis Sonic games. And but then they have like new levels and new designs, and then multiplayer versus modes and all of that stuff. And yeah, so it looks really good. And the thing about Sonic is every time I see a Sonic trailer, I'm like, man, this looks so good. And then like when I play the game, I'm like, man, this game's so terrible. And then
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, keep going.
Oh, so every time like a new trailer comes out, and I'm like super excited about the next game. Like, I remember there was like Sonic Unleashed. It was like Sonic turning into a werewolf. I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks so cool. Game came out. It was a terrible game. And then like, you know, Sonic Generations or something. You gotta play as old Sonic or new Sonic. Game came out. Yeah, game was terrible. And you know, like it's been like a pattern like that. But it sounds like this one's finally a good one, where people reviewing it are saying it's really good. So.
Because then the other ones were not done by like fan base, right? It was more of a studio base, I guess.
Yeah, all the other ones were done by Sega themselves, and then Sega themselves just like screwed over their own Sonic franchise.
Yeah, that's what I realized. Is like a lot of games that are fan made are actually really good because like they know what the fan wants.
Yeah, because they are the fans. So
yeah, and they don't have like somebody saying like, yeah, don't do that, or else they won't make a lot of money, because that's not what the chart shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I might buy this game for my Nintendo Switch, and we'll see how it goes. Because I liked, well, you know me, I had a Sega Genesis, and I was a big Sonic fan.
Yeah.
So we shall see.
Hopefully it's as, have you just seen the gameplay, or have you just heard reviews?
Both. I've seen the gameplay and the reviews, because the gameplay was at when I was at San Diego Comic-Con, they had like a huge booth of like, I don't know, 15, 20 stations of people just playing the game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. So far, it sounds like everyone likes it.
Yeah.
I think like earlier today, one of the hosts of Super Best Friends Video Game Sleepover podcast, he did a live stream of Sonic Mania.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I didn't watch it though. I'm gonna watch it after he uploads the final clip. But yeah, shout out to Super Best Friends Video Game Sleepover Podcast and David J. Tate, which is the guy who streamed it. Are you searching for them?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's all the news I have. Do you have anything? I think you had something.
Oh God.
Like that video you sent me about that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so. I forgot what it's called though. Like there's I showed Tony. There was like a phone case where you can hook it up to your phone or your smartphone, and then you can play old school Game Boy games. So it looks exactly or not exactly, but it looks like the exterior of a Game Boy, and you just slot in your smartphone. And I think it works with both Android and iPhone as well, right? I haven't looked at the detail yet.
I'm not sure. But
yeah, essentially you could just use I think cartridges? No,
yeah.
They don't use...
Yeah, it was cartridges. Yeah,
so
it
was cartridges. Yeah.
If you have your old like Game Boy cartridges, you just slide it in and it works, and you play on your smartphone. So that was really cool, with like the buttons on the case and everything too.
Yeah, so it's like having a Game Boy all over again.
Yeah, so it's cool and all, but I'm paying a premium price to carry something extra, so I don't know if I would get that.
You would.
No, you should see my phone case now. It's a wallet case, and I also got this thing on the back called a pop socket, I think. And it's like kind of like a stand, but it flattens up, and then when you pull it, it becomes a stand. And it makes my phone really thick.
Okay, now what?
Yeah. I would say the thickness of my phone right now is a 1.5 inch. Yeah, that's huge. That's like larger than a hard drive.
Jeez.
Yeah. Carry this in my pocket all day. Gosh.
But yeah. So if you want to relive some nostalgia and play old Game Boy games on your phone, that's one way. Or you can just go buy one.
It's funny you talk about nostalgia because the community question last week was about nostalgia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was the question about?
We'll get to it later, and then I'll ask you. But let's see. Before we move on to the topic of the podcast, have you guys ever heard of... Well, actually, have you guys ever thought of starting your own podcast?
Am I supposed to answer? Yeah. Like, wait, you're asking you guys. I'm like, what?
I guess I meant to.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Tony, I never thought about that. What do you mean?
Well, if you ever want to start your own podcast, everyone always asks, where do I host the files? Do you ask that? Well, I host my files on Pinecast. So we actually use Pinecast. You can just check them out at pinecast.com. And it's it's so funny because, like, okay, so Pinecast is actually created by one of the co-hosts over at the Almost Better Than Silence podcast. And his tagline for it is that it's a podcast service system or hosting system where it's created by podcasters for podcasters. And when I listen to that, I'm like, wait, isn't that our tagline for our podcast about like nerd stuff? So yeah. But yeah, like I've been using Pinecast actually from a recommendation from John Layola from One Track Gamers. And he uses it too. And I like it a lot better than the other ones that I looked into because it's a lot friendlier to use. Things are like in one place and it's really like good analytics. And then there's like some parts on the page where it kind of guides you on what to do. Mm-hmm. It has like things where, you know, you start up your podcast. It has like, this is like a link to over how you could submit to iTunes or how you submit to like Google Play. And, but yeah, it's been really easy to use. The interface is really clean. So yeah, I mean, if any of you guys who are listening want to start your own podcast, go check out Pinecast. And, you'll also see a referral link in our description for this episode. If you want to get some discount when you want to start your own subscription to Pinecast. So I'll leave the link into our description because it's a bunch of random characters that I can't memorize. So yeah. So if you guys think about like starting your own podcast, check out Pinecast. Shout out to Pinecast. Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Out of the way.
Let's move on to the topic of the episode.
Topic of the episode.
All right. So again, the suggestion this week comes from Podcast Rage, which is the Monster Closet podcast. They suggested, what are the top 3 best video games that were adapted from a movie? So I chose 3. Did you choose 3 as well?
I remember 2 that were pretty okay, and then the last one, it's kind of iffy. But yeah, go ahead. I'll let you go first, Tony.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna take turns on this. So,
sure.
Let's see. My one of the ones I played was Terminator Arcade. So I don't know if you ever played that. It's the Terminator. I think it's T2 Judgment Day. And I just remember growing up, like that game was so mindless. All you had was like they gave you a freaking large machine gun, and then robots just start coming at you, and you just shoot everything. And there was not really a story, but it's
fun. That
was really fun and probably like a really good adaptation of the movie, even though there wasn't really a story. I mean, the story is just like, oh, you gotta kill the robots, kill the androids, and then save the world. Yeah. I mean, like that's one of the games I remember like back then. I think I didn't even know about the first Terminator movie until that game, which is based on the second movie. So, well, kind of.
Was it only in the arcade?
What was that?
Was that only in the arcade?
I don't know. I mean, I played it in the arcade, so I don't know if it ever got ported. I feel like it did because like SNES had the that scope that they had.
Oh yeah. Like the bazooka thing.
Yeah, I wonder if it was adapted for that system and then they used the scope, but I'm not sure. I just remember playing it in the arcade, playing it at Chuck E. Cheese's specifically. Yeah.
So one of my games I remember playing that was, I guess, based on a movie was Power Rangers for the Super Nintendo. I think it was based off the movie, right?
Yeah, it was Power Rangers the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember like playing it off. I was like, it was so cool, Power Rangers, and then you could morph and everything, and you get like really get powered up and everything. I don't know if you got a chance to play it yet, Tony, but
I did.
It
was interesting. Every character played the same though.
Yeah. Shut up! Don't ruin my imagination. But no, I remember back then I was enjoying it a lot because it was just like a regular beat 'em up game. Nothing really special about it, really. And then I think even like the Zoe wasn't that special at all. I was like, yeah, but I was really into it.
No, I mean, I agree because like actually when I played it, I was just playing, oh, this is just a beat 'em up, and then like I morphed into the Power Ranger, and it was basically the same beat 'em up. But I was like, this is still beat 'em up, but this is so cool. I morphed.
No, it's like, oh my gosh, just like the movie. I'm a Power Ranger.
Yeah. So that was cool. But yeah, like, I mean, if you think about it, mechanics wise, it's not much, but it was still fun because of all the cool gimmicks that they had.
Yeah. So I mean, like honestly, like I think I was telling you about it. Like a lot of the games that are based on movies are kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But you just play it just because like you watch the movie and then and you really like the movie.
I mean, I feel like these type of games, like the less of a story it has, the better.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, like the adaptation. If like they try to adapt the exact movie, then it's gonna be bad.
That's very true. Just play it as a game.
Yeah.
And not make it a movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I agree about Power Rangers. I totally forgot about that game. There were two of them. There was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie game. I think there was also a regular one too.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait. I remember there was a regular one, but I don't know if it was the one that I think both were similar though.
Yeah, they were, and I think one of them was like a character select like fighting game. What was it?
I don't remember that one actually.
Let's see, Power Rangers fighting game. Let me see, the fighting edition. Yeah, there was. Okay, yeah, there was. So it was called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the fighting edition.
I need to look it up.
Yeah, I played this one. This was a cool game. It was like a Street Fighter type of game. And you actually just chose a character and you fought. And you could choose Lord Zed and stuff like that.
Wait, hold on. The thing looks familiar. The
box
cover looks familiar. Oh, I did play this. Yeah, I did play this.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
This was another one.
It's a robot. Yeah. So it's really cool.
Yeah. So depending on who you choose, you could be like large versions and then fight in like a city, like as the giant versions, like the Megazords versus like
yeah. I do remember fighting against Goldar.
Oh, okay. I remember fighting against Ivan Ooze.
Was he in this one?
I think he was.
Lip syncer.
Yeah, it says that he's in here.
I'm just looking at like the characters, or like the monster, Lip Syncer.
Lip Syncer?
Yeah.
There's a character named Lip Syncer?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's so funny. It's so stupid.
What?
It's essentially, it looks like she's like as big as Zoid, and then she dressed kind of like Psylocke, but then half her face is covered and it looks like a lipstick.
Oh my
cap.
gosh, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, her head is basically a lipstick.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, so Psylocke with a lipstick cap. So
what the heck, man?
I don't even remember this as a character.
Me neither.
The series.
What the? Wow, that is so weird, huh?
Yeah.
But this character must have had to be like famous enough or popular enough to be in the game as a character you used to fight. But you're right. She looks like Psylocke with a lipstick head.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna move on to the next one.
Sure. Oh wait.
So next one for me was the Jurassic Park arcade game.
Oh, okay.
You remember that game?
No.
So this is the game where like it's a shooting game, and you actually have to go. So it's an arcade game, and then there's a chair, and then it's like kind of covered on the side. So it's a chair, a screen that's far ahead of you. You sit down in that chair, and then the sides are covered with fabric. So whenever you like go in, you have to like, go through the fabric to sit in the chair to play. And what was cool about that game at the time was it was the first game I ever played where the seats actually move. So yeah, the whole game the story is that you're actually on the Jeep the whole time. So you're sitting on the Jeep, turning around, facing backwards as dinosaurs are chasing you, and then you just shoot them with your machine gun. So yeah, I don't know if you remember that. You never played it?
I played similar games, but it's not. I don't think it was Jurassic Park though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's not Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I think that was one of my favorite games back then. Because like, if you're saying like a movie adapted like video game.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have much else to say about that one. Oh yeah, it was expensive too. It was like $4 to play that game. Like,
oh yeah.
Like really, like $4? That's $1. Like I could use that $1 to buy something at a 99-cent store.
Back then, it was just like a lot of candies to me with 99 cents, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think another game that I like was, I don't know the exact title, but it was Spider-Man. Like I think it was based on the movie Spider-Man 1 or 2, but it was like on the PC. And so it was like, if you guys watched the E3 this year where they showcased like the Spider-Man game, it was, in terms of that, it was very similar because like the action was pretty fast paced, and it's kind of like a beat 'em up 3D, and you could tie people up together and do combos. So at the time, I think it was like in the mid 2000 or something. That was actually pretty cool and pretty exciting. And I think that really got to me. I was like, oh my god, the action is so cool. And then I didn't play through it that much because I didn't have time, but I remember I liked it a lot.
I hate you because my number one game was going to be Spider-Man 2. Like,
oh, was it?
It was Spider-Man 2 on the PS2, which is the same game you were talking about.
Oh yeah, that was cool though, right?
Yeah, that was my favorite game. Like that's a movie-based video game. So
yeah, that was really well done.
Yeah,
I think that was like they try to do it in a very storytelling way. So you try to follow the movie arc, but then you just fight. It's like a beat 'em up, 3D beat 'em up. That was really fun.
You could break away from the movie arc, just do random crime solving too.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
Oh. Well, actually, I preferred not going to through the movie arc.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it was really cool because I think at the time that was it had like the web stinging, and I felt really nice.
Yes. The best, right? For that game, I spent hours and hours not even playing the game, like for the actual story or fighting, just to swing around the city. Yeah,
you don't question where it sticks to.
Yeah, and it's so cool. Actually, but you know what? I was really surprised when that game came out. And you like unlock abilities to speed up your swinging and do tricks and stuff.
Oh yeah. That was cool.
Yeah, man. Like that was my favorite. I can't even man, I wasted so many of my hours on that game.
Yeah, that game was fun though. That game was like pretty ahead of its time, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't think any other game like nailed that swinging ability after that game. I played other Spider-Man games, but none of them felt like that.
Yeah, I think I've seen people play it. I'm like, it's not as great. And then when I saw like the E3, I'm like, it reminds me of that one Spider-Man game back then. That was so fun.
Yeah, it does. It kind of does, but the swinging, I feel like it doesn't have the same feel. Like when I was looking at E3, watching E3 for that, it feels like the swinging is more controlled, where you don't have a lot of freedom.
Oh, okay.
Like if you watch that video, he's constantly swinging towards that helicopter. Like does
yeah. So definitely like they seem to have like railroaded the people or like the player to go one direction towards the story.
Yeah.
So it's not a very so to make it more cinematic, I guess. But it doesn't have like the open worldness as before.
Yeah.
So before, I remember you could just stand up a building and look around and explore different areas, and you get lost, like literally lost.
Yeah.
Finding a quest.
Yeah, like there was, I remember that game too. Like there was a lot of quests where like this little girl was just like, I lost my, like, I don't want to
like, no.
I don't want to find another balloon. Or like, oh, there's a cat in the tree, but there's so many
balloon
cats.
quest.
I know, but yeah, that game was like so good, man. Like I remember going to Canada to visit my cousins, and we were supposed to go out and then like check out Canada and stuff. I spent like 3 days indoors, and then my parents and other family just went out, and I'm like, I'll just stay here, and they just kept playing Spider-Man 2, like just over and over.
It's fun.
Yeah, and because so much freedom. And I remember back then, I would stand on top of the highest building and then jump off and then try to swing as close as I can to the floor without hitting the floor.
I forgot. Did you take damage or did you die? You missed.
Yeah, you die.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, like, because you get so much momentum when you're going from that high, and then when you hit your swing, you swing super fast because of the momentum. So the physics were really good too in the game.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a good game. I guess I'll go again since that was your favorite too.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what the game was. Hold on.
What was it about?
Oh, I don't know. They were like, it wasn't like a standout, I guess. It was more like it was just there and it just happened to fit the category of games that were based off a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I did Power Ranger, Spider-Man.
There's Judge Dredd? Was it that?
No, well, I mean, Judge Dredd was one of them, definitely. I think it was, oh my god, it was one of the Super Nintendo games, though. I remember I did play Judge Dredd, and that was actually pretty fun.
Oh, I never played it.
I played Demolition Man, too.
Were you talking about Ghostbusters?
No, I never played Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
But there was, like, I think, yeah, Demolition Man.
Is that's another Sylvester Stallone movie?
No, that was like a... Yeah. It was a Sylvester Stallone / Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I remember I played that on the Super Nintendo. Let me see if I'm making it up or not.
Demolition Man. Let's see. This game was on Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so stupid. I don't even know why I liked it.
Oh, I'm looking at the list. There's another game I totally forgot about, which is Die Hard Arcade.
See, I haven't played it.
Oh.
Or watched it.
That game was good. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the list again. There's another game that was kind of based on the movie, but not. It was Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. Have you heard of that?
No. Power Battles? No.
Yeah, let me see. Jedi Power Battles. So this game was not really like released on a powerful system. It was on the PlayStation 1. And if you look at it, like the game was okay. Like the game as a game was okay, but it was so fun and cool because you were playing as different Jedis, and it was based in like the time frame of the first the prequel trilogy. But like the battling in that game was so fun because when you deflect like gunshots, laser shots, you can time it to deflect directly back into their face. So that was really cool.
Familiar. It's like early. It's kind of like the same era as like the Spider-Man 2, right?
Yeah, around that same era. This game had like not as good graphics, but that's because there's so many more things going on, so they miniaturize a lot of the characters.
Sounds familiar. I remember I did see something similar, but I never really played it.
Yeah, it was one of the rare like Star Wars games that I actually enjoyed a lot, because most of them I don't. Except the fighting game.
Didn't they have like a new one? Like a RPG one, I guess?
I don't play RPGs much.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's more like a online MMO RPG, so you could just go around and do things. I thought it was called, damn it.
Are you talking about Knights of the Old Republic?
I think so, yeah. It's not MMO, I think.
Yeah, I don't play that one.
Okay. Yeah, but I think that's what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to figure out what other game you were talking about.
No, I'm pretty sure it's that one.
Wait,
I just categorize Star Wars games as Star Wars games. So.
Oh, no, I mean like the other game you were saying that you forgot.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't know.
Was it the Lego series?
No, I didn't really enjoy that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was fun when you play with people, but it's like, it's fine. It's not as...
Any game is fun when you play with people.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's not fun.
Okay. Okay. Oh, there! I see the list here. It says Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Wait, what? That's a actual game?
Yeah, based on the cartoon. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. Oh, there's Michael Jackson Moonwalker.
I think I did play it, but it was kind of stupid.
Yeah, I played it. I didn't enjoy it too much. Let's see. Oh, there was this game called Dragon Ball Evolution. Have you heard of it?
Wait, that sounds so familiar. No, I don't think I did.
So the Dragon Ball movie is called Dragon Ball Evolution, and then they made a fighting game called Dragon Ball Evolution, and the fighting game is not too bad. It's better than the movie because the movie was bad. But the game was good because it was based off the same engine as Dragon Ball Budokai.
Oh, okay.
So it was basically Dragon Ball Z Budokai, but with the skins of characters from the movie.
Well, for some reason, like when you said like Evolution, I was thinking it would be more like the old Mortal Kombat ways, where it's just like a picture and it's like 2D and it's just punch very very
kind of like motion cap, not so much.
Yeah. It's kind of like a stop motion-y.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's this one was just 3D, but it was like skinned with like characters from the movie, which basically was really bad because like it had backgrounds that were like cartoony, but then the characters were like realistic. So it was really. But the game itself was okay, just because the only reason is because it was the same engine as Budokai.
Oh my god, really? That's kind of sad if that's the only thing it has going for it.
Yeah, but then it's still better than the movie. I'd still rather play that than watch the movie. Yeah. Wait, so what was your top 3 again?
So there was Power Rangers, and then there was Spider-Man 2, and Demolition Man.
Oh, okay. All right, so mine are Terminator Arcade, Jurassic Park Arcade, and Spider-Man 2, which the pattern with mine is the less story, the better. All right.
Yeah. Mine had no similarities. It's just random ones I remember playing.
Wait, what was it again? Demolition Man, Spider-Man 2, and what?
Power Rangers.
Oh, Power Rangers. Okay. Huh. Let's see if there's a common link between the 3 you chose.
Action.
I guess.
I know, that's the only thing. The only other one that I remember, but I don't think it was that great. It was like, not Finding Nemo. It was like Nemo's Dream or something. Not the fish, guys. But it was like on a Nintendo, where it's just like he's, is it Little Nemo's Dreamland or something?
What movie is this?
It was based off. It was like Nemo or something. That was the name. Oh god.
Little Nemo's Dreamland? I've never heard of it.
Or so Nemo's Dream or something.
Oh, the Dream Master?
I don't know. My internet's not loading it.
Oh, it says Little Nemo, the Dream Master.
Is it a Nintendo game?
Yeah, in 1990 by Capcom. It's based off like a animated film.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The film is called Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland.
Yeah, Slumber. There you go.
And then that's based off a comic called Little Nemo in Slumberland. Wait, what? And it's created by a guy named Winsor McKay, and he's
sounds familiar.
He's not Japanese. He's American. Wait, is he American? Yeah, he's from New York. What the?
Sounds so familiar.
Michigan.
Why does that name sound so familiar?
He's a cartoonist and animator. He did Little Nemo and he did Gertie the Dinosaur.
Oh, Gertie the Dinosaur. Okay, got it.
You know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the thing, because Gertie the Dinosaur was the first animation of its time, like in general.
Oh.
And then that was first animated thing ever, and he was, I guess you could say, he's kind of like one of those pioneers, because it was a really small short where he hand drew like hundreds and thousands of pictures before like the technology and everything to actually, and there's like back in like the 1800s.
Yeah, late 1800s is when his career took off.
Yeah. That's the only reason I remember his name is like, oh my god, why doesn't it sound so familiar? That's cool though. I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
I know. So educational.
You're learning more.
I know.
All right. So those are your 3 films. My 3 films are not films, games. My 3 are Terminator Arcade, Jurassic Park Arcade, and Spider-Man 2. All right. You want to move on to the
Sure.
next? All right. So to the mailbag and community question or listener question.
You got mail. You got mail. You got mail.
So last week, listener question was, what video game is the most nostalgic to you? So what's your answer, even though I kind of know what it would be?
Oh, actually, I'm kind of curious what you think it is, because
I was going to say Mega Man.
Yeah, that's one of them. But I think for me, it would be more Killer Instinct.
Oh, really?
It's in between those two. But yeah. It is between Mega Man and Killer Instinct. Kirby's actually pretty nostalgic too, though.
Oh, okay.
So many fun times.
Yeah, like Lambs was, he had to think for a while, and then it was silent for a while, and then he said River City Ransom.
But it's funny because we already know before he does.
I know. And then for me, actually, he was surprised that I didn't say the obvious answer, because you would have thought, what do you think I would have said?
Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Yeah, but I didn't say that. It was Double Dragon.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, let me read some of the community answers. So Nick from let's see, Nick is also known as Just Another GMG blog, also the host of the Gamers Without Borders podcast. He says Crash Team Racing on PS1. That game was my childhood, basically. Have you ever heard of that game?
Slightly, but I need to see the pictures to actually remember what it's about.
Crash Team Racing is it's pretty much Crash Bandicoot, but like Mario Kart.
Okay, yeah. Now I remember.
Yeah. That was a fun game, but it wasn't. I don't know. There was something about I never liked not animation, but the art style. I never liked it from Crash Bandicoot. So I got put off because of the style. So yeah. Sorry, Nick. I'm not saying you're wrong, but you're wrong. No, I'm joking.
Not joking.
I am joking. I'm not joking. I'm Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Let's see. Judge Greg, host of the Real Hero Talk podcast and managing editor of the Enthusiasts Network. He says Batman Returns for Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do remember that game. That was actually pretty fun.
You could talk about it because I never played that one.
No, I'm trying to remember parts of it because I'm like, Batman Return. I'm trying to remember parts of it. I remember it was fun because I played a lot of random Super Nintendo games.
Batman Returns. I saw the graphics of it. I don't think I ever played that one. Batman Returns. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. I think it was. I wouldn't say it was different from a lot of other action games, side scrollers, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like the whole theme of things where it made it really cool. Because remember I played like the Spider-Man version of it for Super Nintendo as well.
Oh, was it Spider-Man Maximum Carnage?
Oh, that one's really fun.
Yeah,
that one's super awesome.
I talked about that last week. Yeah, that was a cool game. If you go back to it now, it's not good, but then back then it was fun. Yeah,
that one was. No, I think the other one I remember was like Super Spider-Man 2, or Batman.
Spider-Man Separation Anxiety? Because that's the other game that I remember playing back then, before Maximum Carnage came out, was Separation Anxiety.
This one was more of a. It's not like a. No, because Maximum Carnage had a different style. What happened to my internet?
Oh, Separation Anxiety was the same style as Maximum Carnage.
Yeah, no, this one's very. I guess in terms of style, it's very lame. It's not as crazy as that one.
Oh, was it like smaller animation, like smaller characters? And
yeah,
it's hard. You get stuck to a wall accidentally a lot.
Wait, what?
I remember playing a Spider-Man game where the animation was very like cartoony, and then you get stuck on the wall by accident a lot.
I don't know about that one.
Because every time you jump and you touch a wall, you get stuck on it. Oh,
okay. Well, I mean, I guess. Oh, yeah, that's one of them. This one is the one I was telling you about, but it just says Spider-Man. Let me see. I'll send it to you. This is one of them.
Oh, this one? Spider-Man? Yes. Oh, I didn't play this one.
Yeah, but I don't know what it's called.
I think it's just called
The Amazing Spider-Man 2. There it is.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, it was Amazing Spider-Man, and then there was like Spider-Man X-Men as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see, what else did the other people say? But yeah, Judge Greg, cool comment. He also replied to Nick and said he replied to Nick about Crash Team Racing and said that game was a staple for me in college. Screw Mario Kart. And then he put Mario Kart. He spelled it with a C. I was like, what? Let's see. So Kinetic, host of the Behind the Line podcast, he says, Legend of Zelda 2. Knew it so well I could beat it in 4 hours after more than 10 years since I played it.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you play that?
No, actually. I don't think I played a lot of the Zelda games.
Huh.
Played maybe one. And that was it.
Yeah, I only really played Twilight Princess, and I stopped really early in that game. I like the new game, the one that's on Switch, but I haven't gotten back to it because I've been playing a bunch of other stuff. Like, I've been playing Splatoon 2, Street Fighter. What other game do I have? ARMS. Yeah, lots of like Switch games. Yeah, ARMS, the one I showed you where like it had that green guy that I was like, that's just like your favorite character.
yeah. That's just me.
Yeah. Let's see. And then Monster Closet Podcast, aka Podcast Rage, they say Gunstar Heroes on the Mega Drive, aka Genesis.
Oh, Gunstar Heroes. That sounds so familiar.
Man, I love that game, dude. Like, I didn't own it, but I remember I rented it a lot from Blockbuster. It's like this Western type game where like it's based in like it's like a Western, but then like the guns that you have are like Contra status guns, Contra or Metal Slug, and man, it was so good. Like you had flamethrowers, you had boomerangs. It was so fun.
Cool.
Yeah, I think the game should still hold up nowadays. It's still fun. Wait, did I think of the wrong thing? Oh, sorry. Western was another one, but what I said about the weapons is the same. It's because this game and that one that I was thinking of that was a Western, they are pretty much the same like style, exactly same style.
Okay. So the one is called Western?
No, it had a different name. Let me see.
Is it for the Nintendo or Super Nintendo or also for the Sega?
I'm not sure. But I know Gunstar Heroes was for Genesis. And only the Sega side. Let's see, what's the Western? I'm gonna put Western Gunstar Heroes. See what comes up. Because the other game, let's see. Man, I can't remember it. Oh my gosh, what was it? Okay, Gunstar Heroes, Cowboy Edition. Dude, I don't know. I have no idea, but I know it exists.
That's the important thing, that it exists.
Similar game to Gunstar Heroes with cowboys. Let me type that. Oh, come on. I don't think I can find it here. But, who knows? Maybe it is the same game. I just know Gunstar Heroes was amazing. Yeah, I highly recommend it too. Like, if you ever get a chance to, like, go check it out. It's really fun. It's a lot more fun on co-op, but even by yourself, like, it's a pretty good game. Pretty solid run and gun game. Alright, so do you have a community question for this week?
Let's see. I'm trying to see what will be interesting. What have we done so far? So I won't ask the same one. What?
It doesn't have to be about video games. It could be anything. I remember when I was listening to One Track Gamers, like Amanda, the co-host on there, she randomly said, for the community question, what type of cheese do you like? I was like, what?
Okay, cool. So if it's not that theme, we can make it more random.
Yeah.
But I'll try to keep it video game themed just because.
So we don't lose subscribers.
That's the only thing that's keeping us together. Let's see.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? No, I'm joking.
3.
It's like 1. I'm thinking of the owl right now, like licking 1, 2, 3, and then biting it.
Yeah. You never said like how much was left of the Tootsie Roll Pop. It was not new.
Aha.
I guess you could say, let's see, if, oh my god, I need to figure out how to phrase this. How many, oh god, you gotta help me with rephrasing this because my brain's drawing a blank. How many quarters, or, hold on, how many continues would you give your current life if it was a video game?
Oh my gosh. That went dark really fast.
That's why I'm like, it sounds really bad in my head. I'm like, you might need to help me rephrase this. It sounds really bad.
Okay, so okay.
If your life is a video game.
If you're, man, this is tough. So,
yeah, see, I don't know.
Yeah.
We can do a different one. We'll do a different one.
Well, how about this? How about this? Like, no, actually, no. Let's move on to a different one because basically, it's either they're gonna die and come back to life, or they're gonna make bad life decisions. So,
or make bad life decisions sounds so bad.
Yeah. So I don't think that will work. I mean, if people say like 100, then it's like now we judge them. So
you want a challenge of life or what?
Yeah, let's use something else.
Yeah. I'm like, this sounds really bad. Let's see. What kind of Pokemon would you have as your walking buddy?
So in real life or in the game?
In real life.
Okay, so it could be the original 150 or all of them.
I only know the original 150, maybe a couple more after, but people could say whatever they want.
All right, so to the listeners, which Pokemon would you like to be? Sorry, not to, which Pokemon?
I mean, that'd be cool too. That'd be cool. Which Pokemon would you like to be? That's it.
Okay, fine. Which Pokemon would you like to be and why? Okay, all right.
Which one would you be, Tony?
I would be Abracadabra because I'm a magician.
I thought it was just for the 2 spoons.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sorry. For the spoon.
I'll always have utensils with me.
But what if you're eating noodles and you just want to get like the noodle section out the soup?
And then you flip the spoons around, use the other ends as chopsticks.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, isn't Abracadabra only 1 spoon though?
Oh, am I thinking about Alakazam then?
Yeah, that's the final form, right?
Okay, yeah, Alakazam.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine. God, now you're talented. Let's see. I think I would be. Oh my god, I'm debating between Jigglypuff or Psyduck.
I feel like for you though, I thought you were gonna say Magikarp because it's so stupid.
Oh my god, I forgot about Magikarp. Now it's back into play. Oh my god, now I'm thinking about it. Hold on. Oh no, I can't do it. I can't go. The only reason because like I hate water.
You don't have to be
I don't want to
in
be in the ocean.
You could just be outside the land and just splash people.
I can't splash if there's no water nearby.
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
that's the only thing I can't do because like if it was or Diglett or Ductrio or Diglett.
Oh, so you'll be hiding all the time?
Yeah, I'll pop out of nowhere. No. Oh my god, can you imagine if I was Diglett and every time I come visit you or I make an appearance, suddenly there's a hole nearby, I just pop my head slowly out and say hello.
Oh, that's more like I see the hole nearby.
Oh my god, I would totally do that. I'll change my mind. I won't be Diglett now.
Okay. That's like I see a hole form nearby, I'm like, oh no, it's Quoc. All right, so you guys can tweet us your answers at NTFTTPod. I'll be posting that question after this episode airs. Let's see. So let's go to game time. All right. So I put a poll up this week, and it was about like 80% of people who wanted to do movie music quiz over the movie 20 questions.
Sure.
So we'll be doing that. So let me play the music clip, and then once it's done, then you can guess. Because I think the first time we did it, you were talking in the middle of it. So it got a little bit difficult for me to edit.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so we did it last week with Lamb, and I did it like this, and it worked better. So I'll play the clip first, and then I'll stop it, and then once it's stopped, you can answer.
Sure.
And same thing, same rules as last time. After each question, not question. After each guess, I'll tell you the right answer, and then at the end of the 5 songs, you have to figure out what the link is.
Okay.
All right, let's start with the first one.
Switch on the sky and the stars glow for you. Go see the world cause it's all so brand new. Don't close your eyes cause your future's ready to shine. It's just a matter of time before we learn how to fly. Welcome to the rhythm of the night.
All right.
Oh my god, just imagine the actual music video.
Oh, so you know you know that?
I do know that. So it's video game. Video game movies.
Yeah.
Oh, movies. Okay.
Oh no, the theme is just movies.
Okay, just movies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Now I need to go back to what movie was this from? And we'll see you again. Oh. This was 2010, 12-ish. I think.
Huh?
Oh God, I don't know.
I don't even know.
I'm just gonna guess and say Scott Pilgrim.
No, it's not. Do you want a hint?
Oh God, hold on. It had video game music of playing a video. Oh, okay, never mind. I got it. It's Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes, it's Wreck-It Ralph. Yes. All right.
Yeah. There you go.
That's
definitely good. Go ahead.
Let's try the next one.
Okay, well, I definitely know where it's from, or I know of it. I'm gonna guess Terminator. I don't know if it's right though.
No, man. No, not even close.
I'm like, what? I know it. I heard it before. Where is it from? My god!
It's a more recent movie. Very recent. Very good recent movie.
Because I know that stupid beat. Oh my god!
Focus on the cello. That's usually all you need.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Because what sold me was like the beginning, like the beginning. Like I heard it somewhere. The shallow part, that didn't help me at all. I'm guessing it's like a superhero.
It is a
movie.
superhero.
Yeah, X-Man.
Recent movie. What movie just got released in June? That like a lot of people loved.
Oh, in June. Oh shit! What was happening in June?
Early June that a lot of people loved. That said it saved like the company.
Oh my god! For some reason, I'm thinking Nintendo.
It's a superhero, so it saved.
Oh yeah. Well, I was thinking the only Superman. Spider-Man.
No, why would Marvel?
I don't know. I was thinking Sony. I was like, that didn't do well.
That is true.
Hold on.
What else is worse than Sony?
God, I don't remember worst bad studio though.
Really?
Hold on. Except Nintendo. Hold on. I do know it. I do. God damn it. Hold on.
It's a movie that both me and Lamb already saw.
That doesn't help.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, was that in June? Because I'm thinking Wonder Woman for some reason.
It is one.
Oh, okay.
It is
Wonder
Woman.
So I don't.
Okay. It's Wonder Woman. All right.
I didn't know it was in June though.
Yeah, it was early June.
Oh, okay. Because I thought for some reason I thought it was like more recent, like July.
I just remember
Anyways,
because
go
it
ahead.
was to my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Next one. All right.
Oh my god. Why do they all sound so similar? Stupid superhero movies.
Well, both of those songs were made by Hans Zimmer, so.
God damn it, Hans Zimmer. Okay. I'm gonna guess Avengers.
No.
God damn it. It sounds so familiar.
Avengers is more happy music, more like hopeful. This one is
Avengers
very
2?
Avengers
What is
2.
that?
I don't even remember the theme.
Yeah. I don't know. Because the only thing I'm thinking of right now is that I might have seen is Dark Knight-ish, but that I don't know if that's it.
Yeah, it's Batman Begins.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was one of the Batman Dark Knight thing. So Dark Knight was too dark because
Yeah.
that felt too epic.
Yeah. So the next two are probably giveaways, but you'll.
We'll see, Tony. We'll see.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there.
Yeah. Yeah. I got it through the first 2 seconds.
What is it?
Wild West with Will Smith.
Yes, Wild Wild West. All right, last one. I don't even know if I should play the whole song on that one.
No, I already got it.
Okay.
Pink Panther?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if you're referring to like the live action one or the animated one.
It's the same theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had to figure out the link between all of them.
Yeah, so Wreck-It Ralph, Wonder Woman, Batman Begins, Wild Wild West, and Pink Panther.
Okay. Batman, Wonder Woman, I could sort of see that. Pink Panther, I'm just imagining like the bad guy's point of view instead. So the Wreck-It Ralph. Okay. Wreck-It Ralph is throwing me off. God damn it. Hold on. So Wreck-It Ralph, Wonder Woman, Batman Begins, Pink Panther, Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West. It's about saving. I don't know anything about Wonder Woman, so I'm just assuming it's superhero related.
You have enough information to know what similarity it is, what common thing it is.
Yeah, that's what I assume. So I'm gonna say Batman, Superman, Batman, and Wreck-It Ralph.
Note that I had Batman Begins on here, but I didn't put Man of Steel.
Okay, noted.
Okay.
But not registering. I didn't watch the Man of Steel ones. I wouldn't know what it's about anyways.
Okay.
But let's see. Batman. What's about Batman? Batman,
It's Batman Begins, okay?
Batman Begins. Okay, so he was down on... Okay, so he was down, he got back up. That was essentially the story of Batman Begins.
He dust himself off and try again? Or
Yeah. So I was thinking, okay, so Batman Begins.
I'll tell you now, you don't have to know about the story of any of them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the theme. The theme. So Pink Panther is Jewel Thief, Batman. Wild Wild West, what the hell is that about? Saving what? So it's about saving the world?
I have no idea what Wild Wild West is about. So,
Okay.
and I still include it on here because it still links, like it's still common with the other ones for some reason.
Oh my god. Okay, it was about you don't know what the was? Will Smith? They all have a cartoon.
No.
They,
How about you focus just on the titles?
Wild West. Pink Panther. Oh, okay. Got it. It's like, what's that word called? Where it's not alliteration. But anyways,
It is
they
alliteration.
start with the same letter.
Yeah.
It is alliteration?
Yeah, it's alliteration.
Okay.
All these movie titles are alliterations where each word in the title is like the same sound as the other word in the title.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That is the word. Damn, I stopped second guessing myself.
Yeah, so Wreck-It Ralph, the R sound. Wonder Woman, Batman Begins, Wild Wild West, and Pink Panther.
Yeah. It all made sense once I finally got Wild Wild West and Pink Panther.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the final lap.
Sure.
You have anything to promote?
I do not.
Okay. Let's see. Thank you again to all the contributors this week. Thanks to the Monster Closet podcast for the topic suggestion. And shout out and thanks to Nick, aka Just Another GMG blog, Judge Greg, Kinetic, and Monster Closet for the contributions. So our website is live and it has feeds from all of our social media accounts like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So check it out. I might be posting some items on there. I'm actually working on a video game review right now for Ultra Street Fighter 2 The Final Challenger. Not sure if I should do a video yet or just a article. But I think I'm going to do both. I'm going to write the article, post the article, then read the article out loud into a video. And then post the video. If you guys like our podcast, feel free to share it with your friends or write us a review. It will help us out a lot and we'll really appreciate it. Yeah, so anything else?
Nope. I have nothing to add. Well done, Tori.